Yes, Azamati, thank you very much for your time. How are you feeling after a very interesting year for you?
I feel good. It's happy to end the season without any injury. So I'm back in Kenyon, Texas, to rest and then begin my season again.
Yeah, just looking at where to start from. Well, it looked like you were pumped up for a medal at the Commonwealth Games. Have you been able to get over, missing out via what, 0.02 seconds or so, or something, or just a leap or just a stretch of a neck? Have you got over it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a, should I say, a hard pill to swallow because looking at um, the guy who got third, I've raised him like twice this year. One happened to be in the Commonwealth Games semi-final where he got fourth and I got third. We're actually the two fastest times or slowest times to get into the final. And then he happened to get third. And that makes it hard for me to, believe that he beat me in the final. But I mean, it's a race and he executed his race very, very perfectly. And so if he takes the win, I mean, it's good. So I'll just, learn from that. And then, moving forward, I'll just use the experience that I have to, help me going forward in my career.
It's funny, really, because on social media, there's a lot of talk about Azamati not starting well, but in the final, you did start well, actually. I mean, take us through that 100 meters final. Not most people went to the bandwagon, but oh, Azamati doesn't start well. But in the final, you actually started very well. And I'm sure by now you checked the reaction times and all. Can you take us through the 100 meters final then?
Yeah, I mean, I saw a couple of comments on Facebook. I think after they making the comment that hey, he's not starting well, it got to a time they're saying hey, he's not finishing well. So I mean, it's normal. It's normal for the spectators to judge or say whatever that they think um, it's good for them, and that's fine. I mean, it's my job, and I know the technicalities, and I know what I'm not doing right and everything. So I just read it and then just laugh and then move on. But yeah, the 100 final was good. I mean, I had a fairly good start. I was within. I mean, somewhere around the 60 meters. I think I was second. But during the last 20 meters, I think I looked at the clock, which made me lose focus because the clock was right in front of me, and then I looked, and then which made me lose focus, and then that Sri Lanka guy, was able to pass and then got the third position. But I mean, I'll take a good thing from it. Next time, I'm not going to look. But that final was a good one. That was the only time I think I've run a semi-final and a final in the same day in a major competition. So I think it's a very good learning curve for me. Moving on, I think I'll do really really well.
Yeah, irrespective of not winning a medal, there has been some progress as you have. It's been a very active year. I mean, from Diamond League to, I mean, from the NCAA to Diamond Leagues and then to the Commonwealth Games and the World Athletics Championships. Can you tell me which of the experiences really stuck with you? Which of them were the best for you?
I'll pick. I'll say the Diamond League in Oslo, and then World Championship, of course, and then the Commonwealth Games also. But for all the three competitions, I'll pick the Diamond League because it was the race where I ran with a lot of pros. You understand? So obviously, I'll pick that one. I think that one taught me a lot of things. I felt I did things I didn't have to do and everything. So even it was after that race that moving forward, my mentality and everything changed. So I'll pick that over all my races.
Yeah, you can share some of the vital lessons that you've learned. I mean, coming face to face with it, and like we've been saying, that the World Athletics Championships appears to be the most competitive because of the attractive financial packages, and so all the athletes come there and they're like lions looking to devour anybody they get. What kind of lessons have you picked from there?
I feel that um, those major competitions are not just about you being involved. It's purely mental. I mean, everything behind the line, everything about it is mental. And then if you don't have the mental toughness, the race is really, really going to be tough for you. People just beat you because of the mental toughness that they have, regardless of their form. They know that, hey, I can pull this off. Hey, I can do this. You understand? And another thing is, I think with me, I was coming off a college season, a long college season. I started running indoor, and so getting to that point, I felt my body was, tired a little bit. But that is not an excuse. I'm hoping next season, me not running the NCAA would, give me coaches more times to, pick me at the right time, pick me in the competitions and all that. So I'm looking forward to how next season is really going to be, since I'm not running the NCAA and my body's not going to be tired.
Yes, I'll just roll it back. Let's get back to the NCAA and just talk about the kind of progress that you made there. I mean, you went up to 9.90 seconds. That was really good. And in fact, if it wasn't for an illegal win, you actually ran 9.86 seconds. I think on the same night when Fredo Manyala ran 9.85. So why did you have such a great season, in the NCAA?
It all boils down to my coach, because he was, you're running for him.
Yeah. I saw one of your coaches just popping up. Anyway, it's all right. That's Coach Alom there. Anyway, let's continue.
So he picks you at the right time. Those times we're getting closer to conferences and the nationals and everything. So if you could see, I ran my 990, and then I think I didn't run again. So the conference where I ran another 996 and then 986. So I mean, it picked me at the right time. And then one thing most people don't understand is, imagine, George, you having to pay my scholarship for me to, let's say you're a coach here in the US, you pay my school fees, 100% scholarship, and then you bring me here, and then you have to make me run fast for your program. You understand? For me to win conference for you, for me to win national title for you. And then you say, oh no, I'll wait for the World Champs to come or the Commonwealth Games to come. So I pick Azamati to go around. What is he going to get from there? Nothing. You understand? Because he's paying your 100% scholarship for you. So he has to pick you a time where he's going to get advantage from you. And that is what a couple of people fail to understand. But I understand perfectly. That's why I said next season will be exciting. Looking at the fact that I'm not running NCAA, and then I have to, be picked at the right time to run the good times and all that. So my NCAA season was good. I ran 6.54, equaling the Division 2 record. I ran a 990 to have the Division 2 record into. And then I ran a 996, 986, 20.13, equaling my PB in the second fastest time. Ghanaian 200-meter history. So I think it has been a good season, and I feel like every season I progress. So I'm excited for next season.
Are you going to miss NCAA action? Are you going to miss it?
Yeah, I feel it's fun. It's more fun to run in the NCAA, but I mean, we are growing, and then we have to move on. We have to run with people that match our talents, and then makes things difficult for us.
Excellent. And on that point, we have to talk a bit about, again, the Commonwealth Games, the 4x100 meters relay. It looked like you guys were destined for a medal, but well, things didn't quite work out for you. So how did you mentally process it? How disappointing was it for you?
It was very disappointing. I think when we got home that day, Sean even left back to London the same day. It shows how disappointed he was. I locked myself in the room for like 2 days. I was not going out or anything. They had to come to check on me whether I was okay or not. So that shows how disappointed we were. I mean, we had high hopes of getting a medal in the Commonwealth Games, and looking at the time, they ran 38.3 or 38.2. I mean, we think we would have done something good in that relay.
There was even 38.8. I mean, for bronze.
Exactly.
Not bad.
So looking at those times, I mean, if it was anything fast, then we would understand. But it was not anything beyond our reach. So it made us, more disappointed. And, the mistake causes something unforgivable. I mean, you can't make that mistake of not, going to confirm the list before the relay starts. So, I mean, that makes it more disappointing, and that makes us feel like, our hard work, training and everything just to get there the only time we felt like we could get really a gold medal or a medal or be on the podium was in the Commonwealth Games, and then this happened to us. It was very, very disheartening, and we felt very, very disappointed.
I can imagine, especially when yourself and Sean had not necessarily won medals. This could have been an opportunity for you.
Yeah.
So I can understand the disappointment in that. Have you forgiven them? Can you forgive them? There's been an apology and everything issued. And
Yeah.
I look back at the 1966 squad and say, okay, yeah, just imagine something happened there. They wouldn't have one goal. They won't go into the history books. And that's the thing. I don't know if you have been able to make room to accommodate that, though.
I mean, even the one in '96 that you're talking about, though they knew they were not going to make the final or anything, they still haven't forgiven them. They still talk about it, how much more about us that we felt like we would have won something. So I think it's something that would really, really stay with us for a very long time. And it's going to be a story that we tell the upcoming athlete and everything. And I hope they don't, make this mistake again.
It's amazing. It's amazing on that. You are pro. I mean, or let's use the word turning pro. You've got a very special year to come, even though you're going to be ending it in terms of school. Um, what are your expectations for yourself? What are you expecting?
Once you go pro, there's pressure from your sponsors for you to run well, to be able to promote the brand and everything. But I mean, I always see pressure as something that makes me perform better. Once I feel like, hey, people are expecting this, I know I have to put up a good performance. So I think being professional, it was good. I went last season, this season, to have a feel of it. So this off season, I know the work I have to put in. I know how hard I have to train, because now it's not NCAA again. Yeah, I'm in a crop of athletes that one mistake made people win the race over you. So I have to do my work really, really well. And I think it's a very, very good and bold step to go professional. And I think yeah, I'll just have to put in the work, and then just be able to and ready to face them.
Yeah, it's crazy when some say like, yeah, you run the nine, you run the sub tens, yeah, elsewhere. But when you get into the competition, running the sub ten, it's difficult, like you say, because it's mental. We even saw the likes of Manyala not able to replicate any sub ten in the competition. You have been there. I mean, what is the thing? What's the defining thing? And it's amazing how this happens.
Um, I think the main thing is making sure you're getting everything right. I mean, that is normally what goes through my mind. And in the course of that, and the thing is, the times are so close that you don't want to make any mistake. The moment you make a mistake, someone passes you, or gets a faster time than you. So I think it brings a lot of thinking. Being at this stage, your country, watching you, the number of people at the stadium, and what you are supposed, the performance you're supposed to put there. I think those things, dawn on your mind, and you begin to think a lot, not allowing your body to, do what it's used to doing, and then that plays a role in, you really not executing the race really, really well. So most of the things happen when we don't execute the race really well. But in normal competition, there's really no pressure. You just go in there and then just do your thing, because not a lot of people are watching, not even a lot of people are in the stadium or anything. So I feel it's just the environment, and then the kind of thoughts that we have when you go into the race.
Excellent. It's a very good year to look forward to, because it probably ends again with another World Athletics Championships. All rolls back, is all starting again. What are some of the targets you are looking at reaching? Because you've come very, very close this year.
Yeah. Looking back, as I said, it was a great experience this season. I know the work I have to put in this fall to be able to run really well next season. And if you could see, I've just been running 100 in those major competitions. This time, I want to work really, really hard to do the 200 more. I want to improve on my 200 times. And sometimes I feel the 200 meters, is more open to, get to the final or, get the chance or the shot of winning the medal. So I think that's what I really, really work on. I wouldn't forget my 100, of course, but I want to, go to major championship, run in both events and then hoping to do well in them. So, I mean, those are the targets to really, really get my times good in the 200 meters. And in so doing, my 100 is going to get better and to be able to double in major championships.
Yes, you had new guys joining you at the World Athletics Championships as far as the 4 by 100 meters relay is concerned. What did you make of the talents and how exciting is it, especially when you got the chance to do so like that in Rabat?
Yeah, I mean, it gave me the chance to reflect on me joining the team in Rabat and then they trusting me to run the backstretch for them. So looking at he's a good athlete. I mean, it's exciting to see the number of athletes that are growing up or upcoming right now from Ghana. Um, in my time, I didn't see any 10-2, but he was able to run a 10-2 locally, which I think it's very good. So I think he needed this platform to be able to run in that environment. I think it was very, very good for him. And I think it would be a great experience for him. And also talking about Rashid, he got a chance to run an individual race, which I think is also good for him. So I hope they learn from it. They go back, see whatever that we were doing here, and then, they work hard to be able to run the good times and also to be able to, pursue their career they want in athletics.
I know by now you guys are tired. When we ask you questions about what you want the sports ministry to do, well, it was an improved performance with what they wanted to do, but clearly the 4 by 100 meters relay team still did not have enough time to practice. If I remember, you had to use the space between after 200 and the 4 by 100 meters relay to get together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even I'll say one thing, even with Joe and the third leg going to change, it had not happened even in practice because we really had no time for us to change. Where I and the third leg was the only one who really changed, but me and Sean have already been changing for a long time, so we didn't have any problem with that. So even the third leg to Joe was even a gamble because they had not changed before. And I always compare Team GB to the other countries. I think their relay is so precious to them that they do really comes for them to practice the handoffs and everything. Um, for what the ministry has to do is not something that we've not said. We say it over and over again, and it seems that they are not putting in much effort for us. But then for me, I always do my thing. I always, just put in the work, and now I've been able to secure sponsorship for myself. So I just keep doing me. I'll just keep moving on, and if the ministry comes in, that's fine. If they don't, I'll just keep doing my thing because at this point it's just about me. When I do well, then they attach my country to it. So I'll just keep on doing what I have to do, and we hope the ministry change their mind on certain things and looking to what we can do on the world stage.
Right. I think this may be a tough one, but which one was more of a difficult one to take? Not making the semi-finals in the World Athletics Championships or missing out the medal at the Commonwealth Games.
It's not a medal, of course. That would have been added to my CV. Like, hey, next time when they are mentioning my name, Benjamin Azamati, the Commonwealth Bronze medalist. You understand? But I mean, it happens, and it's okay. I'll just take it, and then rest up for next season, and we see what happens next season.
Don't know how your conversations with other athletes have gone. I mean, what have they been telling you? Like some of the top athletes, I'm sure because this year you've raced with everybody in the space. Fred, everybody. I don't know who you're the racing.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Fred is mostly like we just hey, hi, hello, those things, and he calls me Mr. D2, and yeah, that's all. And then I talk to Ronnie Baker a lot on supplements and other stuff, and races. He tries to explain certain things to me, and or that Ronnie Baker is really the one I really talk to. And then looking at me coming into the professional scene, I think I look at Akani Simbini and whatever that he has been through. It was really, really tough for him too. So when I look at him and whatever that he went through, I just think that I just have to take my time and things will be good. I just have to put in the work and then we'll see what happens.
Okay, that's great. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you in the next season, and obviously see how you go about everything. We're definitely going to see you at the World Athletics Championships in Budapest. It's coming really,
100%.
really fast.
Yeah.
How is that? How is that been playing on your mind? I mean, once you go for your next result, you're thinking about qualifying, is it?
Yeah, exactly. You have to qualify, and then you'll be excited to running it again, looking at what happened in Oregon. I just look forward to running really well in Budapest. So yeah, as I said, I'll just put in the work, and then we go on from there.
All right. Thank you very much, Azamati, for your time on this one. We will be wishing you the very best and looking forward to all the good things that come with it.
Thank you, George.